If you're an iOS or a web app developer, you know how difficult it can be to get people to stop and actually download and try your app. With so much competition on the App Store and online, it can be difficult to cut through the noise and reach those potential customers. Most web app and web developers tend to use basic screenshots like this one to promote their website to a client or in their portfolio when they're done. So while it's perfectly fine, it can be a little boring and is going to make it a lot more difficult for your designs to stand out. The same goes for mobile screenshots such as this one. What if we were to take these screenshots and put them in high quality, professionally designed mockups? Well, let's take a look. For example, we have that exact same screenshot in an iPhone X mockup, so it looks a million times better and your customer can get an idea of what it's actually going to look like in use. Let's take a look at a couple of more examples of what you can make using Placeit mockups. Here we use a mockup with 3 different iPhones so you can show off different parts of a website. One of the great things about Placeit is that it has a ton of different mockups, so let me show you a couple more examples that you can make. Here we have a much more artistic take on an iPhone mockup, which makes it much more visually attractive and likely that people are going to stop and take notice of your app. Take a look at how nice this website looks, framed in a professional MacBook Pro mockup. It's a million times better than any old plain screenshot that we could have used. Placeit also has a ton of responsive mockups, such as this one which features a MacBook Pro, an iMac, and an iPad. You can show off the different dimensions of your website and what it looks like in each one. Here's an example of a MacBook Air and an iPhone side by side, so you can show off the mobile version of an app and the desktop version as well. And if you want to show off your website or web app on a desktop or an iPad, Placeit also has some fantastic mockups for that as well. So as you can see, the difference is quite striking. Back in the day, plain screenshots would have been just fine, but nowadays, with so much competition, you can't afford not to give your website or web app the best chance it has to succeed. Let me show you how to make your own responsive mockup using Placeit. So the first thing we do is we choose a responsive mockup that we want to use. In this case, we're going to be using this one of an iMac and an iPhone 6. And then on the left-hand side, we're going to have 2 different options for each device. We can either upload an image from our computer, the first option, or click on From URL, type in a URL, and Placeit will do everything for us. So I'm going to show you what each one of those looks like. For device 2, I'm going to choose From URL. So I just click on that, and then I type in the URL that I want Placeit to use. So what Placeit's going to do is go to that website, take a screenshot with the correct dimensions, and place it within our mockup. Great, now for the second device, I'm going to click on Upload Image because I want to use a screenshot that I have on my computer. So I click on Upload Image, and I choose the screenshot that I have saved on my computer, and I click on Open. Once again, Placeit is going to upload our image and put it within our mockup. If you've uploaded an image, you're going to get this pop-up that lets you reposition or resize your image. To resize, you simply move this little slider to the left and to the right to make the image bigger or smaller. And to reposition, you simply click and drag. You can always just reset the image by clicking on Reset. Once you're satisfied, you just click on Crop. Great, so now we have a preview of what our finished mockup is going to look like. If we're satisfied and we're ready to download, we simply go to the top section where the big blue download button is, and we click on that. And then we click on the Purchase button. Next, we log in or sign up if we don't yet have a Placeit account, and then we follow the steps, and that's how we purchase our mockup. So this is what our finished mockup actually looks like. As you can see, it's professional and high quality, and it's perfect for any type of promotional purpose that we might need. For example, you could use this on the header of your website, or you can create ads with it and use them on social media. And don't forget, Placeit doesn't just have iPhones and MacBooks. If we go to placeit.net, on the left-hand sidebar, we can see all the different devices that Placeit offers. We can see, of course, iPhones, iPads, but we also have Android devices, MacBooks, iMacs, tablets, smartwatches, and all kinds of other devices. If we click on more devices, we can see all of those listed for us. And there are a ton of different options. So if you're a website or a web app developer, Placeit's digital mockups, and in particular, the responsive mockups, are excellent for promoting your web app, cutting through the noise, and reaching out to those potential customers and getting those downloads.